relief efforts. Government spends 40 million Ghana cedis on victims. Additional funds to be released after needs assessment. Chief of Staff, Madam Frema Osei-Opare. U.S. laid down rules to address grievances. VIP. Use laid down rules to address grievances. Vice President. GRA confiscates 7.5 million Ghana cedis illicit tobacco products. 4 die, others injured in ethnic conflicts at Nkwanta. The Ghanaian Times newspaper. The Daily Searchlight, in service to God and country. The Daily Searchlight newspaper says no one will be left behind. Flood committee assures victims. Okay. Be fair, firm, and fearless. Dr. Bawumia charges 340 fresh senior police officers. Visits Boko and other areas of conflict to bring peace. Nairi to unify Bawumia. National Education Week 2023 underway. My roadworthy vehicle on an unworthy road is an editorial at the page 11 of the Daily Searchlight newspaper. Okay, so in service to God and country, the Daily Searchlight newspaper is giving us those headlines. The Ghanaian Observer, observing Ghana in truth. Nairi charges Unifier Bawumia, visits Boko and other areas of conflict to bring peace. No one will be left behind, Flood Committee assures victims. We will not relent on our Ghanaian content drive. Energy Minister. Boss CEO is the Energy Personality of the Year. Jagbonwura Eskens VP Bawumia as Unity Chief. Okay. The Ghanaian Observer newspaper has those stories. The Supreme newspaper says, Gods who chief whips over neglect by the gods. NPP is okay, it's your choice. The team promises to work together with Northern NPP for victory. Banker Youth Association against illegal mining under the guise of mineral prospection. Ashanti region holds the key to Bawumia's success in 2024. Kuka. MCE MP royal family member fingered in alleged galamsey in Ashanti Achem Pretensa. Okay. The Supreme newspaper. I have the last paper is the business analyst is shaping economic decisions. Magdan Air granted operations license. Beyond the return, government reintroduces visa on arrival for travelers. DDEP continues to have short and long-term impact on the stability of pensions industry liquidity. Akosombo Dam spillage, 40 million Ghana cedis spent to support victim. Multidimensional poverty in 23 districts higher than 50% is a report from the business analysts. We are shaping the economic decisions. And see, people know, and I have that. It's your turn to pay. See, I'm craving a buy. And yes, I can't, you know. You be caught, yeah, a wahamona, ya share, and some way, womona, ye did the home come. Daily graphic, the Bocratano. Near super womono, ye energy wasam, and our work anti, you run a po, ever ha, work as I make and kind of make a crowd, putoma, na matanimo, I'm ye in IATSM. We won't stop oil exploitation, Minister. So the country has only started the exploitation of its petroleum resources and cannot sacrifice its mainstream on the altar of energy transition, the Minister of Energy, Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh, has stated. He said, although developed nations were pushing for energy transition, a changeover from the use of fossil oil and the identified to polluting the environment and other sources such as solar, lithium, and nuclear, together known for cleaner fuels. Countries such as Ghana had only started exploitation of their resources and will continue with such plans to spur industrialization and development. The Energy Minister said the rich nations promoting such cause and harnessed and benefited from the same resources they now describe as unclean, while Africa and other developing countries had just started utilizing their endowments. It is high time we Africans start to produce and use energy we have on this continent for our own development, and that it is the push for the current crop of energy ministers around Africa. Dr. Prempeh stated while addressing delegates on the second day of Local Content Conference and Exhibition in Takoradi, the Western Regional Capital. In the energy conference, now of course what Takoradi na energy minister Gusu say oils and as energy fuels are exploiting no. O mine no begu so enya home fast so ye be ye mo adwuma na ya timu de ansa na amafo e mo mine pressure say ye nton obi ma wo mo ye mo makwanya no mo me bi no ye timi ama wo mo bi eno ho asem e wa ha no se me page 13 na makohwe story view of page 13 of the Daily Graphic newspaper says 6 billion allocated to settle contractors arrears. We are contractor. Abainis will be 6 billion. Na muntie and government has allocated 11.6 billion. It's not 6 billion, sorry. 11.6 billion in the 2024 budget statement to settle arrears owed contractors to enable them return to site to complete ongoing projects across the country. Many projects in the country have stalled due to non-payments to contractors, forcing them to abandon their project sites and leaving roads, in particular, in deplorable states. The announcement is in line with government's intention to avoid starting new projects and forms part of measures to ensure fiscal discipline as the country heads into election year. Speaking at a breakfast meeting at the instance of Llive Ghana in Accra on the theme, Building Together, accelerate recovery process through fiscal discipline and economic competitiveness. A deputy minister for finance, Mame Abna Sawasari, said the government had also decided not to secure any commercial loan next year to fund new projects in the country. Enti aban se onkoje bosia bi ebium na ototo ne sikemu na wotuetu ya ntokua bi se be ya sa 11.6 billion contractors ya aban de wo muka na wontua na ohwe eye project ahodo ye ekoso titu ni akwan ene wo fa ba bia akwan no chese wo be kwa be ba no na wo ka ase nyina ase atache ne ade mfuturo ye be kɔ nipa mu kra wie no aban nwene amanfo no kra ho casualty se wo be wie ye ne kwan wie na wo yare benye tipaye omo e wa asma wo de ye ba ni na ye nhyehyɛ mfa nto ho a eno aban chese akwan ni nyina ase nti se abre 11.6 billion no omo de ba betua contractors ne ka no motimi akwa ye kwan na man ne ho ato ye sanse ye tua tax enti munye kwan no deputy minister for finance Mame Abna Sesare ena odi nsam etu dwa wo chese aban no enkoje bosia bia nso so biom afi a ye besi mu no fisi ye election year enti okoje bosia hwan ena ba betua sexual harassment policy in full force pre-tertiary students almost safety wasam and a museum. Now the Ghana Education Service has launched a sexual harassment awareness and prevention policy intended to make the school environment safe for students in pre-tertiary educational establishments. The policy contains guidelines on what constitutes sexual harassment, avenues for awareness creation and for teachers and students, opportunities for training stakeholders on sexual harassment, and punitive regimes for corporates. The Minister for Education, Dr. Yaoseduchum, launched the guidelines at the ongoing 2023 National Education Week last Tuesday. Developed by the Ghana Education Service and stakeholders such as Ghana TVET Services and MasterCard Foundation, the policy overall objective is to address the triggers of sexual harassment and make the school environment safe for the students to attain the desired educational outcome. Present at the event were the Director General for Ghana Education Service, Dr. Eric Nkansa, the Director of Guidance and Counseling at the Ghana Education Service, Gifty Sechibre Masu, and head of some agencies under the ministry. And see, yes, a pre-tertiary school no ankolane kono behwe now the baba ya kwa kotene school ni harassing no teacher ni so so no no mo so so ankolane to ni ade ko du ba bia akolane bo so pese obekọ na ubusa no so wontimi nka ho asem say ye the guidelines ya ba e den hihye aba enye nkola no kwa na bebo mo ba teacher fo nyina teacher fo bi so a nkola no bitimi ko harass no bo say teacher bi ahye na taade ogina akoda no mo kira ade pe na omo so tie kire na omo de omo nsa draw teacher no to ni ade a teacher ni timi twa na ni no ho ne nti guidelines ya ba omo de beboa e ma desua ne ade kire etimi akoso wo classroom devoid of sexual harassment any adwene e ba nkola no chi mo mu hu say also obi timi adwene so no obi kwa koda wabra ye na kotena classroom say onkona onkongo suade page 16 we were page 13 so me copy page 16 na makwako hwe trade ho nsɛm nso so kakra saa bere si enya trade surplus yenya sika kakra wa akyire a edwedi ekokodi ye no beebi a nanka yedi ye ni hwe si ebenya sika no ana sika dodo a na ye hwe yenya amana abroso enti Ghanaians imported products from 191 countries in the first half of the year, 47 countries more than the country they exported to. The Ghana Statistical Services has disclosed in its second state trade reports for the first half of the year. The Ghana Statistical Service said imports originated from 191 unique countries, while exports were directed towards 144 countries. The government statistician, Professor Samuel Kobina Enim, who presented the report of comprehensive overview of trade statistics, also revealed that gold and minerals, fuel, and oils were leading exports in the first half of 2022 and 2023. African Statistics Day 2023 yesterday on the theme modernization data ecosystems to accelerate and the implementation of the ACTA, the role of the official statistician and big data in the economic transformation and sustainable development of Africa. Professor Enim said the country's trade dynamics has undergone a noteworthy transformation marked by trade surplus, 2.4 billion Ghana cedis in the first half of 2023, in contrast to the deficits of 2.3 billion Ghana cedis in the same year, 2022. He said the value of both exports and imports were higher in the first half of 2023. I say Ghana for atoniema pa, yasa kra niema, e de akwa amaya hodo so e maya yetimi kra niema e free so e ba o mai mo 191 countries ama amaya hodo kra o ha ene de okono baako e na Ghana for to ball ani ade nyina de free ho ba no say a ne nyina begu o mai mu a bebre na kaport a wo mu ntimi nyen so Ghana statistician yere anim say akwa anim aboa e ma o mai ne dwedie na tre ene ye so o mu de 44 kra ba be ka ho a o mu ntimi call mo nim ti first quarter in 2023 no yakoye nim ye no ho asem eko anim enti unya daily graphic do bokrata ne bi na akenkan a ensem bebre wo krata no so ye pa na wakakɔhwɛ pebito ne kan Ghanaian Times newspaper so de maame frame or say operating for nearby beto no ye chief of staff e de more my Ghana na it's one of the 40 million Ghana cedis edru ho after covid no we so 40 million de call from antemo wo mo ansuo no eyiri wo mo a wo mo hwɛ se bepa baabi am mo dae am mo nuane ne ade de amanfo de abeche nyina akiri no cry ntimi mu akonta na ban say 40 million Ghana cedis and was spend here and wo hye bo say nya de beja obia ewo mu if you copy 12 a ho asem wa ha no say okay copy 12 remember page 3 no but I'm copy 12 na me ko kan e ma me frame or say opare on the committee ya ne omo ejina ha no say a omo friends and trust form. Government spent 40 million on victims, additional funds to be released after needs assessment. Chief of Staff. The government has so far made available 40 million Ghana cedis towards relief efforts to communities affected by the flood caused by the spillage of the Akosombo Dam. The Chief of Staff, Mrs. Sakosia Fremosel Pare, has announced. According to her, the Volta River Authority and the National Disaster Management Organization, NADMO, were leading the provisions of the relief efforts. Furthermore, she said the government was committed to releasing additional funds upon completing of needs assessments of the affected communities by the various sectors. The Ministry of Education, Health, Roads, Sanitation, and Water Resources have collected and analyzed data from affected communities and actions is being taken, she stated. Mrs. Osei Opare disclosed this in Accra yesterday when she took her turn on the update on media on the progress of work by the interim ministerial committee set up to deal with floods which affected 9 districts in 3 regions of the country. She said the government was committed to improving the social and economic conditions of all affected persons in the communities, as announced by the Finance Minister Keno Ferrata during the reading of the 2024 budget and economic policy of the government on the floor of Parliament. Government has budgeted an amount of 220 million Ghana cedis to support the relief aid of communities affected by Akosombo spillage as well as flood upstream in Oti, Savannah, and Bono East regions, she said. The Chief of Staff said, for the restoration phase of the exercise, the government, through the Ministry of Agriculture, will allocate additional resources to support the restoration of livelihood. She said, in addition to this, steps were being taken to secure additional funding from the World Bank and international climate-related resources to support the rehabilitation of affected communities. Okay, so on his part, Minister of Education, Dr. Yosei Duchum who accompanied the Chief of Staff to the briefing, said the ministry is in collaboration with all its agencies and had visited the grounds to ascertain the extent of damage and also provide the needed support to restore academic activities. Mami frame also Paris aban gusu ye na femu die bia so de beboa wo ma ho akyere wo mo no say aban e de betu dwa abra you reckon for that kind budget no 220 million and aban de ato ho say 40 million Ghana cedis and wo mo e de abo ho adwa wo de boa mama for ho kokyere wo mo from antemo esutade aviary for kokko bieye na bepon na ye nchi wo bia no eno ho asem and aban gusu ye a wo boka na obekoso yi sika ne kakra kakra de aboa say 9 districts. Yeah, what 3 constituencies or more three or more from Antemono. It is can be ama or my face. It's can answer more contacted World Bank. Now map external supporter committee, I bet she will be crimes. One must train or pay. I buy gusto, yeah, what bob one, and near my bit to me, I call you. Until we call page 12 of the Ghanaian Times newspaper and once some El Honomo. One penny abedi, Dr. Bahamadu Bawumia, no call police for graduation. Vice President Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia has admonished police personnel to use internal structures in addressing their grievances. He said, personnel should respect their own rules and regulations, particularly by staying within the command structure in handling their grievances. Remember, you cannot find solution if you discuss your work-related grievances in a chop bar or at a friend's party, when even the door to the office of the chairman of the police council is always open, he added. He gave the advice at the 52nd Cadet Officers Graduation Parade at the Tesano in Accra yesterday, at which 344 officers comprising of 260 males and 84 females graduated after 6 months training. The newly commissioned officers are now Assistant Superintendent of Police, ASPs. Present were the Minister for Interior, Mr. Ambrose Derry, Minister for Defense, Dr. Dominic Nitinwo, Inspector General of Police, IGP Dr. George Ekufu Dampare, members of the Police Management Board, head of security agencies, retired IGPs, senior police officers, retired officers, transitional rulers, family and friends. He urged the personnel to work hard to maintain and improve the standards set by the predecessors to enhance safety and security for the socio-economic development of our communities. Fostering a culture based on these principles is not just a preference for the Ghana police, it is a necessity to uphold public trust and respect, he added. The Vice President assured of the government's commitment in resourcing the police service to enable it continue to play its constitutional role of maintaining law and order, for the citizens to go about their business without let or hindrance. He said the centrality of law enforcement as pivotal driver for political, social, economic development and progress in contemporary times could not be overemphasized. Dr. Bawumia echo graduation e wotesa no nra and on the police for ya nra ye pass a warm out and my isua de manusra 344 and member 260 and my 84 pe aden on my so man e doso na and my 84 pe na mo pass o mo and member 260 omonyo ma 5 a ba knipa ba ko bi anyo ma 5 o mo ko ten fi na say ma kra ni system ni mo fa ma ni bi nka ho we de gender no balance e wa ha no mo see a okoko 2 o mo fo say o mo hwe say dwuma no service asem si a etrenchen kan nyesa abonchefo me fa nkodi na no mu ina mu nim say ensem we kokin kan ye konkonsan posifo bi kokodi ya ye twen wom kotena parliament e de ensem bebre ba ye no mnase pobi ehihye amanfo mu na mampani abedi echetu wom fo say IGP na pono na bi ato ho nti wo mnase pobi enwom bi wo mu o akomam na apese oto na ebedru wa no a federal IGP office na ko bo adwene wo ho eye ten so ba beto abontena be horo ntuma gufin wa abontena obi abem say say police adwuma fi say oman ne bambo no say de esi hia no aban enye na adwene say obetoto oman ne bambo ase waye na adwene say akade bia police fo be hia wo de be ma wo mo ya wa hye wo mo bo so wo nyiro ho nya adwuma sebeya o mine bambo sam so enmunyam ebetumi abemu na eno Ghanaian Times ehon nsem ewa han mo say ye mami copy 3 eho ya na story bebre o ho no mo na GRF4 and almost confiscated 7.5 million illicit tobacco products. The Ghana Revenue Authority has confiscated illicit tobacco products valued at 7,751,238.39 Ghana cedis. The products were unlawfully smuggled into the country through unapproved border routes by personnel of the Custom Division of the authority. A statement issued yesterday in Accra by Florence Asante, Assistant Commissioner in charge of Communication and Public Affairs, GRA, noted. The seized products, which include various brands such as Oris, Double Apple, Business Royals, Gold Seal, Bond, Yes, and Business Kings, it is said do not meet the standard requirements mandated by the country's law, including graphic health warnings, the for sale in Ghana inscription and Ghana tax stamp. The importation of the product was in contravention of the Public Health Act 2012 Act 851 and the Tobacco Control Regulations TCR 2016 LI 2247 and Section 16 of the Tobacco Control states that a person shall not manufacture, import, export, supply, possess, or offer for sale an illicit tobacco or tobacco products. Furthermore, the Section 15 of the regulation stipulates that the person shall not manufacture, import, or sell a tobacco or tobacco product unless the product is registered by the authority, in this case, the FDA. The statement said. It stated that the product will be destroyed in accordance with legal protocol. The statement said investigations were ongoing to identify and apprehend the individuals responsible for this illicit trade. We'll collaborate closely with relevant government agencies to ensure the arrest, prosecution, and appropriate sanction for those involved. It added, the confiscation of the products, the statement said, was a crucial step in the GRA's continuous commitment to tackle the smuggling, importation, and sale of illicit tobacco products, which have been infiltrating the Ghanaian markets. All the confiscated products have been illicitly brought into Ghanaian territory. We appeal to the public to report any information on warehouses or illicit storage locations meant for hoarding illicit tobacco products. This will help combat the illegal trade to safeguard the nation's revenue. The protect legitimate businesses. Enti GR4 the krata ababonte Reverend Amisha Dai usu amwa ono na commissioner ya ni foni da ha no say asem a wo kan say product no na o mabubo din wa no say bi de Oris Double Apple, Business Royal, Gold Seal, Bond, Yes, and a Business King. Ni nyina no mo de faculty kwan so a FDA fo nyi ntu mu si emfa mra mo meton e tobacco na kire se wono mu a oni sutumi ye hu ayu kakra adodode ya omo anije a won kope no akire no so de ba beton a amafo ndom entisika wom na oman ni nyi ntu mu nti om de faculty kwan so ejiarefo say ye custom officers and a smuggler statement om de ba abonten na sa na omo ka custom officers na aboa me smuggle e de aba wo man mu nti mo nche wo mo afi na omo ka sure say investigations are ongoing munya nche wo mo na mo de recover issue statement and say o medwane eno ehho asem e wa hanom say 4 die others injured in ethnic conflicts and rankwanta and tokwa ya esie ho no ye kan ho asem 4 people have been shot dead and several others injured in renewal tribal conflicts involving the people of Shala, Akyodie and Adele at Nkwanta, the capital of Nkwanta South municipality of the Oti region. The fighting started around 5 p.m. on Monday, led to a number of people injured while several houses were burnt. Wow. Speaking in an interview with the Ghanaian Times, the Nkwanta South Municipal Chief Executive, Mr. Bright Lenwe, explained that recently there was a conflict in relation to the celebration of the national festival in which one person was killed and several houses burnt. He noted that about 5 p.m. on Monday, there was a renewed fighting in the area involving the three tribes regarding ownership of Nkwanta land. Okay. He expressed concern about the failure of the police to arrest who were responsible for the violent attack. The MC advised the people to use dialogue in addressing any misunderstanding to avoid conflict as a way of ensuring peace among them in the area, adding that there was no need to regard themselves as one people and live peacefully, no matter the tribe they belong to. He said, with the support of the military, calm has been returned to the town. Meanwhile, the Nkwanta South Municipal Police Commander, Mr. Samuel Latte, lost in decline to comment on the issue and said he was restricted from talking to journalists on the issues. Meanwhile, the Ministry for the Interior on November 21 imposed a curfew on the Nkwanta town from 5 p.m. to 6 a.m. A statement signed and issued by the Minister for Interior, Mr. Ambrose Derry, said the decision was based on the advice of the Oti Regional Security Council and by the executive instrument. It said the ban had also been placed on all persons in Nkwanta town and its environs from carrying arms, ammunition, or any offensive weapons, adding that anybody found with any arms or ammunition will be arrested and prosecuted. The statement appealed to the people to exercise restraint and to use the established mechanism for the resolution of all conflict and disputes. Nkwanta for no, wamo ni na say say afa shebi ko so ekum nipa baako eno na nam so mebusuan ko miensan so obia aye yoyoyo ne gongongo a waboabo na busuanfo ano pese ohwese Nkwanta asase na nkasa hwan mo na eye omodia Yera bright la we ya we aban crash plan e senka omunya aboche no mu use dialogue na so sabre the curfew ato omo so wo hye na eda wo mo so ebonwumre no num ese okọ hye dem anopa no nsia no wapie saa na wo mo pe ho asem Ghanaian Times e de aba sabre curfew eda wo mo so nti wunya Ghanaian Times de obokrata no bi na nya graphica ensem wo m ehiro no ahwe na otimi ato na adum se Nkwanta kro no so e ade se wo ahye so enti akode no etuo no niema ne de ebi gu hɔ pa na wo say local arms saa tonfo ahodo na ebotuo nketewa na mankofo no bebre e wo hɔ no nti niema hyehye wo mo ho enti Interior Ministry don't go and place a ban on the usage. Go and put a search there. Caution for them. Usman ni musu na shanin pass ya. Untimi nka se a shanin pass ya nti or nyane de abium. Je online sense ya je. Online sense so ahwekwan be fa so be regulate ya. Odi be ye adwuma. Me twa me ho ba na afa adwumade no aka no. Ye de ato so e de ama ha CCTV e ba sia.
My enemies, you put a smile on my face, so Lord, you have answered my prayers. You silent them, yes, you silent them. They don't know how I made it. God, you have answered my prayers. What's it in you? will take off my shoes, stand on my toes, dance agbaja or palogo. You have favored me so much. I will take off my shoes, stand on my toes, dance adua or any kind of dance. Come on.
Now, Kwaba, Edinburgh CTV, Market Connect, Jumedi so. Woo Kenya, Anasa ho, Anasa Nigeria, my mo. Now, woo pe hotel at so. Near Boston, near Shusso, near the cross of your ma, Anasa or Henia, live water from a dear. And yen should be a link up, join the year. CTV Market Connect, Jumedi so. Near the mount for so sick I would try dear by ye. What will Honma, war ye Jumedi, say ye outdoor engagement, Anasa Pono, Portea Bosso, upon Chinama and Anchinam, one per wig, papa, the water for me is so quality and affordable, dear. Link up our CTV Market Connect Jumedi so. Ye be man your ma papa ye gum, net to sound so flare and cassa. First our number way 020-232-5735 020-232-5735. Now link it up. I will see TV Market Connect Jumedi so. Link it up. What you say? Now and you may be a wash shower better. I will be a walk on intimate show. Your numbers no sooner was screen no. Yeah, no friend. One link up with CTV Market Connect Jumedi so. That's it.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Melcom Black Friday is back, now bigger and better. From 3rd November to 3rd December, just enjoy flaming hot Black Friday unbeatable deals in all Melcom stores nationwide and online. It's time to shop like never before. Melcom Black Friday is back and now live. Terms and conditions apply. Melcom, where Ghana shops.
Have you ever imagined how easy it would be for you to buy a land, register, and get the right permit to be able to build? Do you know the right engineers to build your home suitable and safe for your family? How well can you maintain the building in order for it to be safe and sound for you and your family? Shiame Odansini Odilia, CTV, so Sundays here, 4 to 5 p.m.
Be thrilled, educated, and entertained. Team Queen Ghana is here, showing this and every Saturday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. live on CTV, Ghana's #1. Powered by Ashkoff Productions Limited. who gets to represent Ghana on an international platform come June 2024. Team Queen Ghana, it's your time, own it.
We are one man short. Should we invite him?
Yeah.
It be old cargo. Can I join you guys?
Yeah.
Always drink fresh, natural, mix, mineral, water.
You still got it.
Always keep hydrated naturally. That's my secret.
Manufactured with the primary aim of preserving nature's finest minerals necessary for a healthy mind and body. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Islam is a religion of peace. Islam is a religion of humanity. We are in challenging times and people need solution to lots of life issues. That is why we bring to you Islamic Zone. On Islamic Zone, we discuss religion, family, health, the economy, and all other issues that matters to you. We have seasoned sheikhs and counselors to help us navigate through life on this program. Join me, Barikis Rashid Abbas, as I sit with my guests on CTV this and every Friday at 5 p.m. to discuss issues that matters to you.
Yamamu nyina kwaba edeba CTV market connect jumedie so wo ko Kenya anase ho anase Nigeria maimo na wo pe hotel so niye boss niye hweso niye be krokro so hema anase wo heni a ne boda fomodia ene nhwe bebia link up join ye CTV market connect jumedie so niye be ma mfa so wo sika wo tua